Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Lisa Huber, and you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, where we bring spiritual and metaphysical awareness from the heart to the public. And it's my pleasure today to introduce my very dear friend, Lisa Roney. Lisa can uniquely channel messages from your higher self, spirit guides, and angelic realm to help clear karmic patterns, soul contracts, and chakra alignments. Welcome, Lisa.
Hey, I hope we sound good.
I can hear you, and again, my apologies to everyone in Clubhouse. I feel so bad. We just had a tech issue, and I know Lisa switched over on her phone, but things happen, guys. Just how you know we're live. So thank you. I hope you're able
Absolutely,
to over on YouTube, guys.
absolutely.
Let me just check the
Yes.
feeds. Okay. I do see Empress joined us. Welcome. And Rhonda and Denise and Gitu. Welcome, everyone. We hope that if you just joined us, no, oh, and Ira, welcome, Ira. We're very grateful you're with us. If you're able to, we greatly appreciate if you could share out this live on whatever platform you're on so we can share and spread the love and have a huge party. Oh, hi, Tracy. Tracy's here on Facebook. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to start the show, Lise, and say
I
anything.
can.
Okay.
So we have Tracy.
Oh, you're ready to go? Okay.
If you want me to, I'm ready to go. I got Kuma next to me.
I love it. Guys,
He's
if you
he's here.
oh my goodness, I love him. If you guys if you guys could please type in your questions, I'll just scroll through the feed and see what I
I'll
see.
just I'll just tell you guys a little bit about me, a little bit more while you guys are typing away. I've always said I'm a born that way kind of channel, but I wasn't able to hone in on my skills until I got older and I felt more comfortable with everything. But I absolutely love what I do. I love helping people, and I love helping people heal. It is a gift from God, from Spirit, and just ask your questions. Healings are my specialty. I have been really working on some angelic ones and
Yay!
changing things around a little bit when it comes to me, and it's really exciting because when Spirit gives you downloads, and you can, I know it comes differently for everybody. And when I get them and I sit there and I meditate and I start writing out, and gives me all kinds of neat ideas of what to do next so I can help more people.
That is so awesome. I'm so excited to see. I know you were telling me about that. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, Empress, thank you so much for joining us. Empress says, my name is Terium. I apologize. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, Lisa. Tehreem. And I want to
No,
know what my spirit guides and ancestors want me to know. Currently, I am a Gemini.
you're a Gemini. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a big, deep breath, and I'm going to get into your energy. Empress, when I first stepped into your energy, boy, you're when you want to talk about your spirit guides and your ancestors, right there, they came and they just pushed right on us, like they were waiting their turn, and they did. They came up right behind me, like we're here, we're listening. I when hold on, they your ancestors talk really really fast, or they're speaking in a language that I may not normally understand, but they first want me to go and they want to talk about your aura. They want to talk about the healing of your aura. It's like they know you've done some, they feel like you've done some work energetically on yourself, like with karmic patterns, karmic ties, and they're saying that is fantastic. Because when you push that energy and you release it and you give it back to God, it just comes back as love. Because they're showing me your like your manifestations, but it's a little different this time because I normally see manifestations like in a glass cooking bowl, but they're putting the cooking bowl inside an hot air balloon basket. And for me, the hot air balloon basket is showing me that it's empty, which is a good thing for my visualization because that means you have been doing the work. You have been trying to improve yourself, so you feel comfortable within. And they're combining it. And this is a first, so we're going to go with it. They want you to put more things. They want you to work on your manifestation. And then when I'm saying this, they're literally putting that glass bowl inside. They're like, look, she's done the work. she needs to believe that she's worthy of having things and having things come more easily to her, because I feel like you've been fighting for things, like you've been fighting for things to come to you, like you felt like it needed to be there and it wasn't quite there yet, and they're showing me like you've been fighting to hold on to it, and they're really, what they want you to do is to learn to let go. But when I mean let go, they're sitting here saying you need to shake it off. The things that are coming at you too quickly, you don't take it so personally. And then they're saying, because that's holding you back a little bit spiritually. Oh, because they're showing like you letting it go. They're showing you like walking with your back up straighter, like with more confidence. And then they're showing me things coming at you. It's like everything, when you're walking forward, when you're letting everything go, they're making me feel like everything's going to come to you easily. It's like other people are going to look at you and say, "Oh my gosh, she is so lucky. Did you see what just happened to her?" And they said that you need to be able to have those things happen to you. You've got to be able to let go. And they're reaching back when they say let go. So to me, that means you need to let go of the things from your past. They said it happened. We all have an agreement. We all know what's going to happen. We all have choices. And they said, and that is the biggest thing to remember. We have free will. Don't ever think that you don't have free will. And I feel like they're stepping back just a second, but I'm not quite done, because I feel like I have more than your spirit guides here. I feel like your ancestors are here as well. And I do. I have a gentleman and a lady, and they're stepping in together. I feel the lady's back a little bit to the right of the gentleman, and the gentleman seems to be a little short in stature. He's a he kind of reminds me of the way his personality is coming to me is almost cartoonish. Like he was very vibrant, and he wants to make sure you know that. He's like, I was very vibrant. I was very loud. I got my point across. And when he steps in, he has what, because she's sitting side by side with him, just a little behind him. But I think the reason she's a little behind him is more of personality, and than it would be for him. He feels so loud, and when she steps back a little bit, I think she's just a little bit more reserved. But they're blowing kisses, and they keep blowing kisses. They want you to know that they love you, that they're there for every step, and all you have to do is invite them into the conversation. There's like, you make sure that you invite us into the conversation. Make sure that you call upon them, because they're here to help. And then they're bringing in, okay, now I see where we're going here. They're talking about your grounding now too. They want you to call upon Archangel Michael, because I use Archangel Michael a lot to hold space for me. When I do these lives, I can feel my archangels that I work with a lot. Like, they're right here. I have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and then Ariel, because I work with her a lot too, because she's sitting here telling me that she wants me to give you she wants me to do an Archangel Ariel attunement that I have. She wants me to do that for you, and if you're okay with it, just say yes in your head, and I'm going to send that energy to you. She wants you to have prosperity, because she's saying, remember, I am prosperity. I am the angel of prosperity. And that's just going to run. Boy, she's buzzing my ear too. She's like, she deserves prosperity, but she's stacking it. And I feel like it's coming in layers. Like, you're not going to get like this huge jump. She's stacking it for me. So I know that it's going to come into you in layers. Like, you're going to go down the road, and this is going to work well for you. And the next week, another door is going to open up for you. But I feel like doors are opening. Okay. Well, I hope that resonated with you, because I could just feel her shutting that energy off. So I really do. I hope that resonates with you.
I wanted to say,
Sorry.
excuse me, Empress, I don't know if you're still in the feed, and sometimes it takes a while to catch up, but please feel free, guys, if if for tech reason or any reason, please feel free to put some feedback in there. Lisa can check that, and it does help.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, because I don't see anything, but like I said, sometimes we have tech, like we had some tech issues. So
We have tech issues, and it happens.
it
That's
happens.
how you know we're live.
Exactly. So thank you, Empress. And I just wanted to see, Rhonda, thank you for joining us from Clubhouse, guys. Oh my goodness, yeah, things happen. Hope this works better than Clubhouse. Rhonda said, she said, I'm here. I don't know if you have a question, Rhonda. Let me just, she said, I have questions if possible. Well, we can only do one, guys, just for the, so we can get to everybody as much as we can. Thank you. Oh, you're so, she said, thank you to both Lisa's for all your hard work and help in bringing this to us. You're so welcome. And I love it because Lisa,
Absolutely.
our friend Lisa's in the feed too. And she said, 3 Lisa's in the feed. I love it. And hello, Verna. Thank you for joining us. Tracy's here. Tracy, come on down. Tracy says, general reading, please.
Okay. I'm going to take a big breath. Tracy, as soon as I stepped into your energy, they pulled me straight up to my third eye, but they kind of pulled over to the right, and they want to talk about your intuition because they're like she feels like you're off centered a little bit, like you're trying a little too hard, but I feel like you're off center a little bit. So if you're okay, I'm going to do a third eye chakra alignment to help you release part of that.
Lise, let me just say, I'm so very sorry. Rhonda, you're next. I apologize. I was looking through your questions, but yes, you're next, Rhonda. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. And then I just get talking, and then you're just, you guys are all up, up the creek.
So sorry.
Okay.
Lise.
Okay. So I'm going to do a third eye activation. And if you want to, you can accept it. If you don't, you just don't have to. It's just yours to take. Because as soon as I did that, I could feel it trying to shift. I can feel it trying to shift over. And they're going back down to your aura. And they're going all the way down to your root. And they're talking about, wow, they're talking a lot. Hold on. Sometimes it just comes so fast. They want, and see, I read differently. I read sometimes through people's auras, but then I just go ahead and channel. But this time they really want me, they're stepping me back because they're telling me to take a step back, and they want me to step in through your chakras. Because when I step into your root chakra, you're grounded. But they're talking about taking you from a 3D grounding and they want you to go to a 5D grounding. And you can really do this on your own. When you do it, when you visualize, when you do like your morning meditations, or if you're just, trying to clear your head, when you try to visualize your grounding, just think of that light source coming from the bottom of your back and literally plugging in, if you need to, whatever visualization you need to, and plugging yourself into earth. Because when I step into your root chakra, I get that regular color of that beautiful red that goes down. But when I envision, grounding you into the earth, it instantly changed over to platinum, and platinum is more 5D. And that is where our energy level is moving towards, because there's so many people being awakened and there's so much more energy going on. It's like our guides, our gods, and everybody is just working so hard energetically to make sure that we can hold the space together. But they're like, she needs to plug in with a higher level of grounding. So I'm going to go ahead and do a root chakra alignment. If you want to accept it, just go ahead and say yes in your head. Because as soon as they go as soon as I did that, they went straight up between your heart, from your heart, high heart, and your throat chakra. And that's where they really want to go. They were like, she needed a little bit of energy healing. She goes, but they want to talk about your high heart and your throat coming through. It's like being able to, when you get into your throat chakra, because it's starting to close up on me when I'm in your energy. It's me. 9 times out of 10, it means that sometimes in your life you've had a hard time speaking your truth to other people. Maybe you weren't in a situation where you could, and they said that's where she needs to be. She needs to be where she's speaking her truth, and they're showing me the words coming out of your mouth. You say she needs to speak her truth, and when they do it, it's like, make sure she understands it's hers. They don't want you to confuse what somebody else would impose on you. They want it to be yours. Because as soon as I said that, the cluster in my throat went away. But when now I can feel your energy from your root all the way up. I can feel it, like I can feel the earth energy coming up through you. I feel it going up. It's breaking off, going down both your arms, going out your hands. It's going up and literally overflowing outside of you. And when it does, it's putting that beautiful protective barrier around your aura. And they're showing me how strong your aura actually is. I hope you could feel that, because I feel like they just took your aura and kind of closed it down into your grounding. Because when they did, I could feel it coming down on my arms, like they were pulling your aura closer to you. Okay, I really hope that resonated with you. I want you to work on your grounding, because I feel like you are highly intuitive. And with your grounding, it's going to help with your third eye and keeping the development there. But remember, don't push it too hard. And then sometimes if things are coming at you, like if you can hear the buzzing in your ear, or if you can, like when you get to the point where you know you're getting those downloads from your guides and your angels, sometimes it's okay to tell them to turn it down, the way the information is coming to you, how fast, because that's what I feel like. I feel like so much information is coming to you so fast, it's kind of overwhelming a little bit. So they're like, I tell them all the time, not today. I got to turn you guys down a little bit, because I'm still human. But I really do. I hope that resonated with you. Thank you very much for being here today.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you came back, Tracy, because I feel bad. I'll see Tracy, and I'm like, I missed you yesterday. And excuse me. Yes, I felt it. And also, thank you so much. It resonates. That's awesome,
Good.
Tracy. Thank
That's
you.
all I need. And now you guys are going to get the background noise of my Kuma, who has decided that it is playtime.
Oh, Rhonda, thank you so much. Oh my goodness,
Okay.
your patience. She says, just how will my health play out for my business of being in my purpose? So not so much a health, but she just wanted to know how that plays out in the business. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Rhonda, as soon as I stepped into your energy, they just opened up mine completely. Like, I have like what I call a reading screen that I keep in front of my face. It helps me like decipher some of my messages. They just they pulled me straight out to my reading screen, and they just opened it up wide. Like, you are on the right path. And when I mean you are on the right path, boy, they've got both my ears just they're ringing. And when they were like, she is moving forward, keep moving forward. They were like, don't worry. I feel like you've had some hiccups in the past, and they're showing me that you've had some bumps in the road. And they said, don't mind that. That's just you finding contrast. You're figuring out what you like and what you don't like. And that's where you need to be. And the way you're handling things, they want to make sure that it's convenient for you, because owning a business isn't very easy. Been there. But they want to make sure that it's staying with you and you off to your side. They're putting you as the two different people. I have you in front of me as the business, but they're showing me you off to the side as well as your personal life. They were like, there's got to be a better way to merge your personal and business, because I feel like that could have been part of the humps that you've had in the road and everything. And they really want to make sure that the business, it's going full blast. But they said, please don't leave yourself behind in the process. And I understand that. And because it really, when I said that, it went straight up to straight into my heart chakra. It went like straight in. It's like they want to make sure that you're not losing yourself in the process, and enjoy the ride. I keep hearing enjoy the ride, because it is getting really bright and sunny. And it's like beautiful spring flowers, and everything's just going perfectly. Like you're walking down the road and everything happens just right. That's what I feel like you're stepping into. I do. When they're showing me this, they're just showing me everything being so happy, and it's so happy-go-lucky, and it's so personable. But they keep telling me, just don't let her lose herself in the process, to make sure she puts herself first. Well, Miss Rhonda, I hope that resonated, and I'm sorry that we kind of got confused earlier. But there you go, my dear.
Let me just check in the feeds.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, no, she just said no problem at all. I hope my question made sense, and sometimes takes a little bit, but I'm sure if you type that in there, I will look for it, guys. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Again, appreciate your patience, honey. And I want to go back up to the feed, and I wanted to welcome in Berna and Meredith and Presh, Peter and Marissa. We see you guys on Facebook. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to Tiffany on YouTube. Lisa joined us, and Katie, and Gitu, and Denise. We see you guys. Let me just scroll back up because the feed's going by real quick here and see. If you could, guys, if you could please type your question in because I'm looking for questions and they'll light up and I'll send them to Lisa. And also, if you are on a platform and you're able to share, not the car, we would greatly appreciate if you could share this live out. The more, the merrier. Just with a bunch of lights together, we can have a big old party. Let me just check here.
We like parties.
Yeah. Okay, guys, bear with me. Yeah, looking for questions. I saw Verna, but I didn't see the question. And hi, Meredith. Oh, Denise, welcome. She says, whatever the spirit shows.
That works best.
Mm-hmm.
So Denise is next?
Yes. Denise?
Absolutely.
Denise Marie.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to take a big breath. Actually, when I step into your energy, Denise, I get this beautiful lilac color. It's very calming. It's very beautiful. And that's the color of your outside of your aura right now. And remember, and colors only reflect what you're feeling and what the situation you're going through. And purple can feel differently to me on somebody else, but for you, I just feel this really beautiful, this almost lilac color, and it feels calm. And when they go a little bit farther, and they go straight up, and they want to go up to your heart chakra because they took it from that beautiful lilac to the typical heart chakra green, and they said they want to talk about your heart, not physical heart, emotional heart. They're correcting me. I like that. And they said, don't tell her she's got medical problems. She may worry. There's no medical. They're saying, but when you get up to your heart chakra, I feel like you've done a lot of work there. I feel like you really do have a lot of energy that goes around it. And I'm going to try to create and release some energy to help you move some things to help it move more freely. And if you're wanting to accept it, all you have to do is say yes. Don't feel like you have to, though. And when instantly when I do that, I can feel it tugging on my left arm, like it's just, they're sitting there saying, tell her. And I know what they're going to. They're going to say, they want to talk about self-care because when they're doing it, they're just putting that imagery of that heart right in front of my face. And they just keep wanting to, when I'm down here with my hands, they just keep wanting to draw a heart. And they said, remind her of self-care and remember what real self-care is. I said, it's not always about going shopping or getting nails done. People get confused. Sometimes it really is just taking care of your energetic body as well, because they're saying they would really like you to do some salt baths and stuff like that to help drain some of that stuff that you're holding on to at the end of the day to help you release. Because they're saying she's working on the release. She wants to release, and she's really struggling with some of it. And then they're jumping back. So when they show me that when you're jumping back, they're showing me that you're having some issues with letting some stuff go from the past. Because I'm hearing, and when I do, and I hear this is more ancestral because the way it's coming into me, it's like she knows that she's got to leave it there because it serves her no purpose here. And it's a gentleman that's with me, and he's standing to my right side, and he is older, but I don't feel like he's like 70s, 80s older. He wants to show me like him in his 50s and 60s because he's showing me that he looked really good then, which I love it when they do that. Because they'll come up with your personality a little bit like, I am showing you today what I looked like when I was at the prime of my life. And please describe to them what I looked like at the prime of my life because I looked good. And he's kind of funny because I really feel like he's in his 50s and I feel like he's almost got this athletic build. And he's got a beautiful smile, like pearly white, half grin, off to the side, sun tanned, athletic build in his 50s. and he thinks he looks good, and he is laughing. When I mean he is laughing, he is over there just like hitting the table, like, I can't believe I just got you to say that. So I hope that is part of his personality. I really do. They want you to leave the stuff that's in the past, leave it there. We're going to learn from it and we're going to move forward. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but it's serving you no purpose now. And they really do. They want you to work on your energetic healing, salt baths, meditation, get a daily routine in. Make sure that you're clearing your head. And so sometimes it gets a little fuzzy and they want to make sure that you're clearing your head. Because they're showing me, because I ground the center of my head when I do readings and stuff. I ground it to make sure that I'm reading clearly. There's like, she could ground the center of her head. And they want me to describe it to you. So when I ground the center of my head, it's just like I literally have imaginary slide that comes down. So if it's something like conversation or something that happened at work and it's bothering me, I just let it slide on down into my grounding and let it go. But then I take full gold pillars and they kind of connect, and that square, and then I just turn my head to gold. That way I know that I'm coming in from the divine. So they're saying she could really use the grounding of the center of her head. Well, I really do. I hope that resonated with you. And I hope the person that came forward, you know who he is, because boy, he thought that was super funny. He's like, I got her to say it. Go ahead, Miss Lisa. Like, I got her to say it.
I love when they do that.
I got you to say
you.
it.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I want to welcome in. I noticed we had Helen join us. Welcome. And Faith, yes, please type your question in. We're just going through the feed. And also welcome to Tiffany on YouTube. I might have said that, but welcome again, Tiffany.
Welcome in.
I know. So I just wanted to say, just so y'all have an idea, I'm writing everybody's names down as you're joining in. If you have a question, I'm writing them in that order. So I see I have Presh up next, and then Katie. And then after Katie, just so y'all know, I have Verna I can ask, but it can't be health related. Um, but I'll check again. And then also Meredith, Peter, and Marissa, and Tiffany. And then Helen and Faith, you'll be in there as well. But I don't know. You let me know, Lise, because I'm sitting here saying this, and it's your time and energy too.
I'm good. We could just keep on going. I am good.
Are you? Because I meant to ask that because we had that delay and I didn't know how long you wanted to go. I'm good. You let me know. Are you good?
Oh,
Good.
yeah, I'm good.
You and I are simpatico, I tell you. All right, let me just go back and check. I think I had yep, Verna.
Berna.
Yeah, let me just. But she had a question, and I didn't. We don't do health so much, guys, but I think it was how she can heal it. Was the way she phrased it. Let me just put. I'm not sure if you're
I
an
can do, if she has something that she wants to work with her, I can do an Archangel Raphael activation, and it
oh,
helps open up her healing centers if that's what
awesome.
she needs.
Well, here's what she said. She said upper quad right leg. How do I heal it?
Okay.
Yep.
So the first thing when you said that, the first thing, because Archangel Raphael is always with me during my lives. He's one of my go-to angels, because when you started to say that, he just stepped right in front of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an Archangel Raphael, and all you have to do is when you go back to it, when you want to work with it and you want to use it, the energy will come out your hands. And trust me, when it comes out your hands, whoo, you can feel it building up. But in your head, all you have to say is activate Archangel Raphael. Imagine turning your hands chakras to gold and let the green of his energy come out. But I'm going to do the activation. All you have to say is yes in your head and let the energy come to you. It's a lot. It's a lot of energy. And they're moving energy. So I can feel that he's already there, and I feel like he's moving energy within you. So what I need you to do is go ahead, and when you say it, imagine those little hand chakras, imagine them turning to gold, So you're opening up to God. And then after that, let the green energy come through you. You can use it just like anybody that does Reiki or anything like that. You can put your hand on that area that's bothering you and let it come, because everybody has energy within them. We're all energy. It's how we were able to communicate and do what we do. But you can help facilitate healing yourself. And they're also, water. Drink water with activations, just because your energy is moving around a lot. But he's telling me, reminder to drink the water. So drink your water and to make sure that, you're processing this energy. And I hope that helps. Are we back, Miss Lisa?
I had myself on mute. Oh my God. Oh, it's what it is. Oh, I'm cracking myself.
I'm listening to dead air going, wow, we must be having real technical difficulties today. Because I think I just lost Lisa.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you for your patience, guys. Verna, oh, that's wonderful. She said, "Thank you. I'm a healer." I felt that because she was like, "How can I heal it?" And I didn't want to. So she said, "I'm a healer of over 25 years."
There you go. But I really felt like when she brought in, it was like Archangel Raphael just kind of goes like this in front of me, like, oh no, you're not taking the spotlight on this one. This is my turn. It's like, okay. But no, and she can use that on any part of her. I mean, that's what we do. And I'm glad she is a healer, because we need more of them out there.
Yes, yes. Okay, let me just say thank you, Berna. And I'm looking for Presh. Presh, I'm going to find you. There you go. Presh says, "Can I have a reading?"
The name again, Lisa?
Presh, Presh.
Okay. I'm going to take a big deep breath, fresh. Boy, they're having no problems jumping over today. They are in a mood. It's like they know I haven't done this for a week. They're like, you haven't done it live for a week. You need to get in there. Because when it's like, just like Archangel Raphael jumps in, boy, her guides just jumped right in front of me. And they're like, hold on a second. We're going to take our time with this one. And they're funny. You guys will find out if, the more that you listen and you pay attention to these lives, and then you get to listen to all the different readers and stuff like that. Our guides and angels are actually really funny. They have, I always, because not knowing exactly that I was a channel growing up, and I knew I was different, and that's what they're going with, and they're leading towards you. They were like, she's always felt a little differently, and that's what they're going through, because they're comparing, which is strange, because I don't normally let them do that. I try to meditate that out, but they're showing me the similarities, and they're like, she's a lot like you, she's a lot like you. So I have a feeling like when you were growing up, you might have known a few things, might have been able to not explain a few situations a few times. And they're like, she needs to, and they want you to build on it, because they're showing me stacking it up. They're saying it's going to come in increments, but they want you to build on that. And they want you to lean into your intuition, because it could be your best friend. And they want it to be your best friend simply because it's what's coming at you, and it holds, and your intuition can help bounce off energies and stuff like that. And there goes Kuma. He's got his wrestling shoe, guys. It's done for. But and it's like when you get in control of that, you're not really in control of that intuition, but when you gain that clarity with your intuition and everything, when it comes at you, they want you to be able to like let other people's energy just go like right through you, and you can do that. And like if she keeps her grounding and everything, but they're mad at each other. Sorry, guys. But because that's what I feel like. I feel she's a lot like you. So I do feel like you're highly intuitive, and they want you to start building on that, and they want you to lean into it and trust it. But they also, at the same time, they really, they're pulling me down into your root chakra. They're like, she really needs to ground a lot more. And grounding sometimes is more than just stepping outside and getting in nature, but you have to, do that visualization of going from your root chakra down into the earth, like literally plugging into Gaia and letting it release what no longer serves you. Because people have a hard time, and they're showing me that you sometimes have had a hard time with releasing things, which is okay. And then you're going to get to that part where you're ready to let it go, because you understand it's going back to love. And that's what they're saying. It goes back to love. And when you give it, it comes back 10 times. And they want you to know that. It's like you're so good at giving it that you got to allow it to come back to you. And I have a feeling that maybe part of it is you're not allowing it to come back to your heart, because they're pulling me straight up into your heart chakra. And I don't know what this means, but I feel like you guys, like maybe you have like an event coming up because I feel like late spring, early summer, there's something going on. I don't know if it's a birthday or an anniversary or a celebration, but they want you to know they're going to be there. And I feel like there's three that are really strong with you all the time. Two women and a man. One woman, she laughs at me when she's giving me the visualization. But she sat there and she was like, you would almost think she was a man because she was so strong. She had man strength. And she goes, you're going to know who she is when I say it like that, that she had man strength. Like men would always be the bigger, the stronger, more emotionally. And she's like, no, 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 no. I showed the men how they should have acted. It's like I put them in their place. And I feel like she was like, and she's showing me like going through like battles, like not so much battles like battles in her lifetime, like she's overcome a lot of diversity. And she's like showing me like putting on her gear, like she was almost like rolling her sleeves up and she had the attitude, let's go. And that's what I feel like. She said, let's go. When it came down to it, when push comes to shove, she was the first one at the front. And she's with you a lot. And when she does, she shows me standing right behind you. And she's off to the left a little bit. And when she does, she's putting her hand in the middle of their back, right in between your shoulder blades. Like she wants you to feel the pressure there. She goes, I want her to feel that she's got that strong backbone. So I put my hand there. And she also wants you to know that the ancestral part that goes with it, she goes, you can release it. You can cut the ties. You don't have to have the patterns anymore. You just have to have the intention of letting that go and releasing it. And it's gone. Well, I hope that resonated with you. I really, really do. Back to you, Miss Lisa.
And let me unmute. Yeah, I've got a cold. You guys didn't want to hear that. Okay, so Press said, not sure who she is.
She is strong. And when I mean strong, she wore the pants in the family type attitude. That's how she came off at me as. But she really is. She's a very strong feminine energy that's coming through. Okay. I hope you can pick up the clues because I know she's saying she's sending signs. She goes, I send signs all the time when I'm around. She's aware. She's aware. And I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna leave with what she says.
She said yes. She said, thanks a million. It resonates.
Thank you.
Thank you, Presh. Yay, Katie, you're up next. And I know someone had asked, and I want to say welcome to Chantil and Sophia. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, we're going to be here a little bit. Lisa and I are just having some fun, and I'm glad you could all join us wherever you're at. If you're not driving a car, we hope you'll share this out. The more, the merrier, guys. And I see I have Katie up, and then after Katie, I'm just writing you guys as you write your questions down because that's how I put them in order of when I see the questions. I have Katie, and then after Katie, I have Meredith, and then Peter, and then Marissa, and then Tiffany. And, let me just go back to Katie and pop your question up there, honey. I just had it and scroll back down. Katie says, I'm looking for clarity about the next step in my business.
Okay, Katie. I had to make sure I really disconnected from that strong energy a second ago because that lady was pretty good. When I first step into your energy, it kind of set it down like it's something that's like a lot of pressure that's been, that you've been dealing with because I feel like you're putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. But I feel like when you've got the weight put on your shoulders with the decisions that you're making, I feel like you're getting to the part where you're almost there, where you're able to like take certain projects and hand them off to people because I see you having help. Like you're able to direct people. And I really do. It's kind of like you're picking up this box and handing it over and you're saying, okay, you're going to take care of this. And then you're coming over here, but you're getting to the part where it's hard for you to do that. They're like, she's not really willing to let so much of it go, but you're going to have to learn. They're like, you're going to have to learn how to manage your time and learn how to manage people. Don't do it for them. And they're like, I feel like maybe you do a little bit for people. They've got to learn from the experience as well. But they're also saying, they're putting their finger up and it's like she's not stern enough sometimes. She needs to get her finger out there and tell them. It's just cute. I love the energy of that because they're putting that weight. They just keep pushing that weight back onto my shoulders. They said you're best at it when you get to be really creative. And so then don't forget that side of who you are because you're going to excel more the more creative you are and when you're able to release that. And you think that sometimes when the creative part of whatever you're doing, that thought process, and I'm not meaning creative as in artistic or anything like that. Sometimes the creative part of business is the thought process that goes through because I see you sitting down and writing notes and getting like your plan together and everything like that. But when they're saying that, they're sitting there, they're writing it all out, and it's like you can expect more. And when you're asking and you're putting it out there, and when you're doing your manifestations and stuff like that, they're reminding me to make sure you're saying this or something better. Because I feel like you're pulling yourself back a little bit, like maybe like it's coming at you a little quick, and if you turn it off a little bit, it's a little easier to handle. But they're like, no, throw that line all the way out there. And because they're showing me a fishing line, and they're like, throw that line all the way out there because you just don't know what you're going to catch. And they said, if you don't throw the line, you're not going to catch anything. And they want to make sure you understand that that's important. It's like you never, ever fail unless we stop trying. This is something I have told my children their whole life. We never start failing until we stop trying. So please continue. They want you to go big. They're like, just to let it go and go big. And they keep showing me the number 3. I don't like to tell people like in 3 months something's going to happen because we all have free will and you can have a conversation tomorrow and completely take you off your track. But I feel like in 3 months, things, because they're shifting me. They're like, I feel like you're going in one direction. In about 3 months, it's like you're going to look at it from a different perspective. And that different perspective is going to make the journey a little differently. And they want to remind you that the journey is the whole reason we're here. It's to get to that destination and everything we learn and how we process until we get there. But I do feel like in 3 months, something's shifting. And I hope that resonated with you. I really do. Back to you, Miss Lisa.
I love it. She said, well, Katie said, this or something better. Yes.
This
Yeah.
or something better. They want you to remember that this or something better because you can
Yes.
say what you want all day, but if your gods and your guides and everybody know that there's something better out there and you just don't realize it, say this or something better so you open up your realm a little bit more. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Come here.
That's something I know I need to. I wake up in the morning and I say, this is going to be a great day, and I always ask for the universe to send me like minded people that I can have fun with, and
Exactly.
well, let me just go in. Oh, and it's true, Peter. I had to put this comment up there. He said, half our guides are serious and the other half have a great sense of humor.
That sense of humor, sometimes I used to think before I realized that I was a channel, I'm like, I've got this. I am funny. No, I'm not. They're funny.
Oh, I love it. It's the
Sorry.
truth, though.
It is. It is.
I'm looking for up next. Oh, just so I can. I noticed Mandy joined us on YouTube. Welcome. I just want to say, if you guys pop your questions in there, I'm going in the order of where the questions are. So right now I have Meredith, and then Peter, then Melissa, and then Lisa. Lisa, if you're still here, I apologize. And then Tiffany and Helen. And also, I think I was just getting ready to scroll down. There was somewhere right after Helen, and I will get that in order. Believe it was Faith. Okay, guys, thank you for your patience. Scroll back up. Meredith says, Lisa, I'm ready to hear from my grandfather if he is ready to come through. I don't have a question. I'm still working on forming them. LOL.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll see. I will. No. When I first step into your energy, I think he is trying to communicate with you because when he first steps in, he's really he's like muffling my hearing a lot. It's like she can't hear me. Like he's really trying hard, but she can't hear me. Hold on. And if you're okay with it, I'm going to create and release some energy that's around your ears because I feel like it's almost clogged. Sorry, guys. Sister is mad at Kuma. And that kind of went away. He's showing me an image of you stepping into something. He goes like, I want her to step into something. And I'm trying to get him to come forward because he's a little off, as in he doesn't want to stand straight into the spotlight because it's not comfortable for him. And I feel like he's just like on the outside of the circle. Like, and I think this might be his personality as well. Like he stayed just right there, off kilter, off side of the circle. Like he loved to watch and he'd smile and everything, but he wasn't always the life of the party. But you could always sit back in a room when you looked across at him. He was the one that was always paying attention, that he was always aware. And he really did. He enjoyed so much. I feel like the enjoyment part was high for him. It's like he knew he was collecting memories. And he made sure that they were important to him because he's showing me that I took it all in while I was there. I didn't want to feel like I missed a thing. And he's like, I took it all in when I was in there. And he goes, and that's really important because I wanted people to remember me being there. But I also feel like there's this little, like I feel like a separation because when I feel like he's kind of off to the side a little bit, I feel like it was almost forced like a wedge because I feel like it's getting pushed back. Because as soon as I said wedge, he was like, "There's no wedges here." He was like, "I can see," and that's the one beautiful part about spirit and our ancestors and everything. It's such a thin veil between here and there energetically for us that they see us, they hear us, and they want you to continue to talk because he's not there by himself. I feel like I also have a younger gentleman there as well, but it's not like brother, cousin, anything like this. I feel like this is because they're showing me like one side removed from a circle because everything always comes to me like in bullseyes. You got the bullseye and then you got the outer circle and outer circle. I feel like this one might have been a friend of a friend that stepped in that you would have been acquaintance with because they have a message that they would like to step in with. And he is pretty young, 20s, handsome. Because he's kind of stepping in because I feel like he's been gone longer. I do. I feel like he's been gone longer because it took his energy to help bring him in. Because it's hard to, it's not as always as easy to do. And the best way I can ever describe it is I'm no stranger to grief. And last year we lost November of 20, we lost a very dear friend. But a friend of my son's brought him in, and they had never met each other in life, but they used each other's energies. Like they showed up as like, oh, Lisa's getting a reading today, and they're like, oh, it's a party, so they're all jumping on, ready to go, and they're bumping into each other, and they're like, hey, you know Lisa? Yeah, I know Lisa. How do you know Lisa? Oh, I know Lisa. Great. And they use that, and they build that energy together to help build a better bridge between our worlds. And I really feel like this young man just wants his recognition. He was like, I just made sure that he got his way in here to remember. And I get this feeling when your grandfather's watching, he wants you to know he's like the fly on the wall. And kind of like with his personality when he showed me in life that he was the one that liked to sit back and watch things. But he's doing the same thing now as well. It's like, I just, I enjoy her being her, that feeling of being yourself. And they're showing that part of it. Because I just love watching her be herself. Because it's a really beautiful thing. And I hope that resonated with you. I really do. Grief's hard to get through.
Thank you, Meredith. And I know you're probably typing something in, but I was just trying to catch up on the feeds and something you had said. She said, yes, it's sorry tears. So,
sorry. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Meredith. I want to go in and I just had Peter. I just had your question. And also, welcome to Maria on Facebook and Aaron. Yay. Welcome, guys. Let me just check here, Peter. I had your question. Be right with you. Feel like I should have that elevator music when I'm doing this, and you guys would hate me for
Well,
it.
I could tell you the commentating from my world. I know you guys don't know. Lisa knows Kuma, but he's my
I love
1 year
him.
old Akita German Shepherd that is a major pain some days, but the most beautiful soul in the whole world. And
He's
he has
beautiful.
literally destroyed another pair of, yes, wrestling shoes while his papa is holding them and he's tugging away at dear life. So good
Uh,
job, Kuma. You got Peter's question.
he said, Peter said, would love a message from Spirit, please, if possible.
Absolutely. Give me just a second. Let me take a big deep
Mhm.
breath, Peter. Peter, as soon as I step into your energy, they're showing me like a sandy area. I don't feel it's beach-like. I feel like the environment would be a more sandy environment because they're showing me it being hot on my feet, and that where I'm looking down, where I want to, like when you do go to the beach and the sun's been out on the sand all day long. But I feel like it's really hot and it's sandy, and I feel like it's ancestral because when I'm giving the image, they're showing me the infinity, which for me is the Akashic records, and that's really where they're going. And I feel like this is more like past lives and stuff like that, and it's the one that's coming to you that's the most influential into this timeline. Yeah, that's where they're going. They're saying it's a past life that directly is influencing you in this timeline right now. And I really feel like I want to say it's Egypt. I really, really, really want to say it's Egypt. Is what my gut feeling is coming through the imagery and everything like that.
Oh my goodness. I just
And
found
then when did you
I'm,
find something?
yes, I
No, you're good.
you're good.
No,
He
go
just
ahead.
he said most of my guides are Egyptian gods and they are serious.
Yes, there you go. Because I went straight into that, and when I do, and I'm standing there, and they want you to understand that that is the most influential life that you had into this timeline, and they want you to go back to it. But I almost feel like the Egyptian part of it feels like shamanism, like like they're like pulling you towards like being a shaman. It's like they keep pulling you and pulling you and pulling you and pulling you. But now they're showing me their strength as well, because when you want to talk about Egyptian gods, I mean they're standing tall and it's beautiful imagery that they're giving you. But they're saying that you are one of them. You chose to come here to do the light work. And you are one of them. You did it in that lifetime and you're doing it in this lifetime. But don't in their on that part of it, I feel like you've been leaning towards a modality of when you're coming into who you are, and they're like, you don't have to lean into one because you're so open. You have so many. And it's like you're the type, Peter, you're the type of person when they're stepping into your energy and they're channeling with you and stuff like that. It's like you can just hit it. Like it's like when you're having the conversation with a friend that may need some help and some guidance. It's like the words are coming to you easily because that is who you are. But their biggest thing is they don't want you to feel like that you're limited. They're the things that they're getting across to me is like they want you to open it up. They want you to be more expansive. They want you to actually move, to really move into that. Well, Peter, I know it resonated if your Egyptian gods came through. Can't get much better than me standing in the sand with my feet getting hot.
Yes, I can believe it because that's how great you are in your readings. He did
No,
he
go
said
ahead.
he said especially Isis and Osiris. Mm-hmm.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. Don't limit
Um,
yourself, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. I wanted to go and I'm asking if Marissa is still in the feed. He said, spot on. I need to open up more.
There
Oh,
you
thank
go.
you for that feedback, Peter. I'm always happy to see you in here. I think I just had Marissa pop up. I'm gonna, I don't, okay, guys, let me just go. I'm gonna start just pulling some questions, guys. I apologize. If you could just type your here, that would be great. It helps also to tap into your energy, probably more so, Lisa, when they're right here in this. Yes. So if you could please type your here, and I do have your questions, a lot of them. I do see Maria. Maria, you're popping out at me, and she said, "Would love a message if drawn, please, and thank you."
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me take a breath. Maria, as soon as I step into your energy, I could really feel the closeness behind you of your ancestors. When I mean they're standing right behind you because I can feel them with their hands on the back of my arms, like holding me like that on the back of my arms. They're standing behind and they're holding you. But they also did the same thing with your ear. It's like you're not listening as much as you used to, and they're making my hearing a little fuzzy. And they said they feel like sometimes that they feel like they're giving you signs and you're seeing them, but you're not believing in your own intuition enough to know that it's coming from them. If they're wanting you to know that it's all from them, they want nothing but love for you. Because now, okay, my ear's kind of opening up a little bit more. But they're saying that love all comes from them. I'm asking for a little bit more because now they're done playing with my hearing. They said recently you've had to make some decisions and some decisions that you normally wouldn't make on your own, but you felt like it was more necessary sometimes to make a choice for yourself. And they like the fact that you're putting yourself first a little bit more, like, or the intention of putting yourself first a little bit more. And so, because when you're putting yourself first and you're opening up your heart chakra, they're saying that just brings in all the love that they have, and they want you to feel it. Because I feel like I'm a little disconnected. It's like you feel like a little bit disconnected. Because they're showing me stepping into your power more. They're in my ears. I gotta tell them to stop. Hold on, guys. See, even I have to check my own grounding. There we go, right back up to the center of my head. But they do, they want you to walk. When they want you to walk, they're saying she needs to walk in faith. And when she walks in faith, it's the faith in yourself, not the faith in others, the faith in, into God or the religion or anything like that. They say when they walk, they want you to walk in faith in yourself. Because each time you step, they're showing me this really beautiful imagery of you stepping and it's springtime and it's just like all these beautiful little wildflowers are just popping up out of the ground. It's like when she steps into a place, she actually leaves her mark in the most beautiful way. And they said that you need to lean into that more because you are that beautiful soul, and they want you to remember that you are that beautiful. They just keep saying it over and over again. You are that beautiful soul, and that you need to know that you've spread more light in this world than you think you have. Because they're showing me this open field with the blades of grass, and they're showing each one of the little blades is what you do. It's like that blade of grass is somebody that you've touched at one point in your life. And even if it was just as simple as making their day a better day by smiling at them and or acknowledging them. They said that little bit of stuff right there is spreading light in this world, and don't diminish your light. And he says, we're all here to spread the light. It doesn't matter if it's, if it is the stepping and planting the wildflowers and stuff like that, or me doing my channeling. It's all the same light that we're spreading, and and they really want you to understand that because they're showing me you stacking it up. It's like you stacking up that energy of that beautiful soul energy that is coming out. Well, Maria, I hope that resonated with you, because that is what they have for you today, my dear.
Maria says yes. She said my ears have been ringing a lot, and yes, that's so true. I have been feeling disconnected lately.
Okay. Have faith. You're right there.
She said, "Thank you so much. Thank you
so
for being
welcome.
with us, Maria." If you're still here, guys, if you wouldn't mind putting here in the comments, I'll just go back and check to see, because I've been writing down who has questions. I just want to make sure you're here for Lisa. We greatly appreciate you being here. And again, wherever you are, if you're not driving, if you wouldn't mind hitting that share button, we greatly appreciate that, guys. Yay, Aaron's back. Aaron, let me just pop. He says, excuse me, guys. If there is time, I would love a reading.
All right, Aaron. Aaron, as soon as I stepped into your energy, they're really showing me this really beautiful midnight blue black color, almost like velvet. When they're talking about that being part of your aura, there and it's she was because I'm hearing him talk in my head. Because sometimes when I see like black or dark blues and stuff like that, it could be energy that used to work for you and it's coming out. So they're like, oh no 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 no, that is him. They're saying no, that is who he really is, and they said it's actually really calm. They said that because they said you can get out there and you can get really excited and you can feel stuff coming. They said, but the inner part of you is just calm. Like when you walk into the day and you take that breath, they're like, he takes it and believes in it. He takes it and feels it. He takes it and knows that it's going to be okay, that everything's going to work out for the way it's supposed to. Because they're showing me your manifestation bowl. And when I see, I will always say, when I see manifestation bowls, there it's always like a clear glass mix, like cooking bowl, like mixing bowl. And there's like you have planned and put in your ideas, the things that you would like to, and you wrote them down. And it's like you almost wrote out a note, wrapped it up, and threw it into the bowl. And that's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of it comes from journaling. They said the manifestation because they're showing me you writing and stuff like that. And they said you can put in there all you want to, and you know you feel that energy coming to you because you can feel the excitement when the manifestation is happening. Like you feel it before, you know that it's coming. They said that is the most beautiful part of who you are. That little bit of light right there, because that light is what shines through you more than anything. You believe in spirit. Okay, they're switch like total over to channeling. Give me just a second. You believe in spirit. You believe in spirit so much that it like holds you down to the ground. And they said you're connected to earth, you're connected to the divine. And when they show me your pillar of light, they're showing you this giant beam going from Gaia all the way up, and then your body of your shell body on the outside of it. So that is who you are. Sometimes I feel like when you walk into the room, you must be the brightest light that's in there because you're bringing everybody's energy up to you. Thank you for that. And when they're taking it that step farther, they're saying, he has done the work. He has pushed things and he has done things to make sure that he has done the work to heal himself. And they want you to enjoy that healing. They want you to be able to enjoy the sitting outside on a spring day because this is what they're showing me. Like feet kicked back. If you're drinking a beer, drinking a tea or something like that, it's like he sits there and takes everything in all the time. He wants to know, he wants to see the beauty in it all. He wants to feel the love in it all. And he goes, and that part of you is what you shine on for everybody else. Because I see little gold stars like all around you. It's like you're lighting this person up and you're lighting that person up and you're helping this person and that person's helping this. And it's just like chain reaction. And they said, that is who he is. Please don't forget who you truly are because inside you know what it is. And by the way, your aura is beautiful. Thank you, Aaron. I hope that resonated with you.
Wow, he is a huge light. And he said, I'm really working on my manifestation. And yes, I love bringing such beautiful light and love
Yes,
to everyone.
yes. I can just feel it coming off of him. Like when he walks in the room, his energy is
Mhm,
so high.
mhm.
He's raising everybody up to him.
Yes, right on that.
Beautiful.
Yep, right.
Thank you.
So spot on. Thank you, Aaron. And I wanted to say welcome in. I saw Lori join us. Excuse me. And Myra, I saw a wonderful thank you. And I'm glad you were able to catch that replay, Empress. Yes, because she had to step away. She's going to catch that replay.
Oh,
Aaron says,
great.
thank you, Lisa Roney. That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go. I know Faith is with us. Faith, I'm scrolling through. We have a lot of people, and we greatly appreciate you guys joining us so much. Hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, wherever you're at. Let me just scroll. Here we go. Oh, nope, that almost got it, guys. There's a lot of feed questions in here. Wow, guys. You can feel the love. I love it.
Good.
Here we go, Faith. Thank you so much. She said, excuse me, let me repeat my question. Does my grandmother have a message for me? She visited me in my meditation. I saw a gold ring. Oh, how beautiful, with a pink rose. And I remember my mother had given me a ring of hers. Beautiful, Faith.
You take a big breath. She wants to talk about your intuition. And so, because they're telling me, she's like, she's highly intuitive. She's highly intuitive. It's like she hears you having the conversations and stuff like that. It's like I feel like you're having conversations when you're driving in the car, because they're showing me like long distance trips and you're by yourself or you're driving. I feel like it's just you've had a few minutes in the car by yourself and you're able to connect. She goes, she wants you to know she's sitting in the passenger seat a lot. It's even if you're like, I feel like it's almost like maybe not talking to her, but you're venting or you're having that conversation out loud by yourself to make it easy to have with somebody else. Like you're like stepping through the process. But she wants you to know she's right there in the car with you. And she goes, she's going, lean back, lean back. And she was like, she wants you to see the signs, lean into that intuition because it's there. She was like, she has no veil in front of her. She's like, she has no veil in front of her eyes. And she's like, you can smell her. She was like, I sent a scent, and it's just like a whiff. And I do feel like it's flowers. I do not feel like it's cigarettes or anything like that. I feel like when she's doing this, she's wanting to send you this fresh smell. When she's going back to the car and the conversations, I don't know if you've like said something out loud or you're wanting to say something out loud, because it's kind of catching me in my throat where I can't speak. So it goes to not being able to, just say your piece and stuff like that. Like something you felt like it was left unsaid at one point. I'm not saying to your grandmother. She's making it general, but it's like you're that person that's kept things down a little bit, and you're finally getting to the part where you're ready to speak up a little bit more. Because it's like once she speaks, it's like she's talking about you and your personality. It's like once she speaks and she speaks from her heart, she needs to know it's never going to come out wrong. It's never going to come out wrong. If you're honestly speaking from your heart and you believe the words that you're going to say, that person's going to feel your energy and they're going to understand. Because sometimes it's not always what we say, it's how we say. And they're getting that how you say it more than anything. They're watching your body language. They're watching how you're delivering this. And they know that they can tell that sometimes if you stumble through your words, that body language and the way you're holding your energy speaks more than anything else you could say. And then I just keep getting kisses and kisses and kisses. It's like I can hear I didn't kiss you enough. I hope this resonates with you, Faith. She's right there with you because I feel her right by your side, right by your side. And she's like, she doesn't take a step without me. I'm here. They're all here. She doesn't take a step without me. I do. I hope that resonated with you. Back to you, Miss Lisa.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Meredith. So sorry. Let me just check something, guys. I apologize. I just had to make a mad dash and come back in, so I'm just catching up. This is a crazy day. Okay, Myra. I just saw your comment, but I'm looking for your question, honey. Looking for Myra. I don't know if you want to pop your question back into the feed. I'm scrolling. Not seeing anything, guys. If you're here, please let me know if you have a question. If you could please retype that back in, we'd greatly appreciate it. I'm just looking and I see a lot of people have left you comments, Lise. Don't forget, this is going to post the feed for YouTube. It takes 24 hours to post.
Yeah.
for the comments, because you're getting some wonderful comments. And also,
Good.
while I'm looking, guys, if anything resonates today, please know if it resonates for you, if you didn't receive a reading, you're here for that reason. And that goes for the replay watchers as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
right, Lise?
Absolutely. When I meditate, I want to make sure anybody that's hearing it live or on the replay, they're getting the message that they need to hear from their spirit guides and their ancestors.
That's what I thought. Faith, I'm so glad she just said, I missed the first part, but it did resonate. And yes, you can go back and catch the replay, Faith. I'm glad. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Colleen, yay, she's here. Welcome. Mayra, thank you so much. She just said a general, please.
A general.
Mm-hmm.
When I first step into your energy, they make me want to feel like I'm shrinking. Like I want to. So I don't know if you're short in stature or if your ancestor is short in stature, but they literally want me to like shrink down. No, that's not what it is. They're saying that they're saying that sometimes you feel small. They're saying, because they're telling me, no, 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 you're getting it wrong. You're reading it wrong. They're like, sometimes you feel small, but they want you to. They're reminding you that there's a difference between being small and being logical. And they're like, you use your logic at the right times. Like you don't always get into the conversation, but when you do, it's like you're getting in the conversation at the right time. And they want you to know that. They said, because sometimes she just doesn't have a lot to say. But at the same time, I feel like I got somebody standing on my back because I keep just this across my counter. I just like keep putting my hands across my counter. It's like you've got a lot of energy going through your hands. I create and release a little energy there. I think we have some mirroring. They said when she steps out, when she decides that she wants to step out of her circle or her situation or into a conversation and stuff like that, when she steps out, she lets everybody know she's in the room. And they can't, it's not like you're doing it on purpose. You're doing it with your energy. It's like they attract to you and they want to be with you. It's like when you step in and you are being you and you're on and you're on fire and it's just clicking for you all the time. They said that is where she's at. That is where she is supposed to be because that is the way you're supposed to live your life. They said when you walk with confidence. When you stand up, you know that it's you, commanding the room. They said they want you to lean into that a whole lot more. They said because that confidence part of you is what you need. They're pulling me down to your root chakra. They want me to do a root chakra alignment because your grounding's a little off. And when they're showing me, it's like when I see the imagery of your chakras, go here. When I see the imagery of your chakras, I feel like your root chakra is just like it's skipping. If you want to accept it, go ahead and say yes in your mind, and it's okay if you don't. Let that energy run for just a second. It said now, there's like now if you get your firm grounding, when you do, you have that grounding within you. They said when she does walk in, she knows that she's standing with confidence. She knows it's who she is, and she knows that's where she's supposed to be. And they're really wanting me to reiterate that one. You know where you're supposed to be. You know what you're supposed to do, and they just need you to lean forward and do it. I hope that resonated with you, Maria. I really do. Hey, did we lose Lisa again?
No, I'm sorry about that. She said yes.
It's okay.
Mayra, thank you so much. Thank you for that feedback. We greatly appreciate it. And I want to scroll back up. Lori, welcome. I want to go right to where your question was. Here we go. Welcome, Lori. She says, I would love a general.
Okay. Give me just a second to take a deep breath. Sister. When I first step into your energy.
Lise, can you hear me? Lise? I can't. We can't hear you. Guys, I just sent a message to Lise, hoping she'll check that out. But stay tuned because this is how you know we're live, guys. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Let me just check real quick. Be right back. Laurie, sorry about that. We're still working. Talking to Lisa. We're trying to see if she can pop back in, guys. Thanks for your patience. We greatly appreciate you guys. Be right back. Okay, Aaron, I'm thinking maybe that's the case. She might have had her earphones die out. Laurie, I'm so sorry. Honest to goodness, I know you tried to come in through Clubhouse and we had a tech issue. Lisa had to switch her phone over. So I'm going to go ahead, everyone, and I want to say I greatly appreciate you all being here and for the time you've been with us. We absolutely love being with you. I hope you'll come back. We do have another energy practitioner coming up tomorrow, and Lisa is a regular. She will be here as well. For the replay watchers, I hope you check back and catch the beginning of it. Wonderful, wonderful show we had today. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And I send you so much love, so much love. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. All right. Bye bye.